Hey, what's up everybody? So I'm here at Santa Monica Pier, and I'm gonna try to go through and do some explanations on backlighting. So backlighting is when we have the sun at whatever the back of the image is that we're taking. So right now, as you can see right now, the sun, okay, is backlighting all of the amusement park here. So what we got to do is that we have to actually either underexpose or overexpose our image based on what we need to actually have our main hero part of the image about. Okay, if we want to actually stop down all of our all of the actual amusement park itself and make it really black, okay, we'd have to make it most likely darker than what the actual sensor in our image is actually telling us to do. Because if we put our lens and our camera straight up to that sunlight, it's going to tell us that we actually need to make our image, okay, really dark, okay, in order for us to be able to actually take the photo. Okay, but what's going to happen then is that if our image here, let me just take a quick shot here real quick. Let's go ahead, hold on. Okay, I'm going to take this shot here real quick right now. Okay, what's going to happen is that, let me press play on my camera here, is that hopefully you can see that, is that the blue sky and everything is actually going to be shown, and the sun is going to be not as bright, but we can't see any of the actual amusement park itself. What's happening is that the image within our shot and everything, okay, the sensor is actually telling us to meter that image, okay, a whole lot darker, so it's actually going to be in focus. But if we want the amusement park to actually be bright enough that we can actually see, we're going to have to actually overexpose the image based on what our sensor is telling us to actually meter. Okay, so if I put my if I do this, if I meter here real quick, okay, and what's going to happen is that I'm going to meter by pressing the shutter halfway down a little bit, and it's going to meter us. Okay, it's telling us our image f10 at ISO 100 and our shutter speed is at 500. Okay, I'm actually going to move my shutter down to 100 right now. So my shutter speed is 1/100th of a second. Okay, f10 and ISO 100, and I'm going to take that shot real quick. Okay, and so now what happened with that image is that it actually opened up the actual the lens, okay, and allowed more light in, okay. It actually, not the lens, I'm sorry, it opened up the shutter, okay. The shutter actually became a whole lot slower, and what's going to happen is that it's actually going to make that image even brighter, okay. So what's going on is that depending on what you want your actual focus to be, especially when you have things backlit, okay, like right now, even right now, let's see like what this looks like, okay. You know, it's pretty dark, okay, especially on this video. Okay, so what's happening is that the actual image here, see, look here, when I backlight, okay, I can actually hide that sun flare, okay, behind my head, and then what happens is that if it actually comes here, it gets really bright for a quick second, okay, and see how that actual image and everything, okay, on my face is actually getting lighter and darker, so the actual iPhone and everything is actually fixing it as I'm filming. Okay, but within your camera, if you're actually shooting photos and everything, you have to fix it yourself. Okay, so when you backlight based off of whatever you want your actual focus point to be in, okay, your hero part of the image, that's how you need to actually shoot it. Okay, so make sure is that if you're backlighting an image, what do you want your focus to be? You either have to open it up to actually brighten up the subject itself, okay, or you have to make it darker if you want it to be silhouetted. Okay, so I'll shoot a couple images here that will try to explain, as I walk through this amusement park and everything, the aperture of things, and I'll put up all the settings, okay, but then I'll also try to backlight some things so you guys can see kind of the difference on what the actual settings are on how you backlight and how you can open up things to actually tell a story based on what you want your focus to be, whether it be silhouetted or actual opened up with, like, let's say sun flares or something. Okay, thanks.